Hey ladies, it's Trainer Susan. So a smaller waist is possible with a combination of exercise, cardio, and healthy eating habits. Here are 7 waist chiseling exercises to create a smaller waist. Hey you guys, so here are 7 exercises we're going to go through today. So let's just quickly talk about what muscles we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on the transverse abdominis. This muscle actually wraps around the spine, and that's what helps you with your stability. It's also known as the corset muscle, so that's what's going to really help bring the waist in. We're going to be focusing on the internal and external obliques. These are located on the sides and the front of the abdomen, so kind of here, right on the sides. And last, the rectus abdominis, and that's the muscle that basically runs all the way down the front here. So we're really going to be hitting everything with these 7 different exercises. Alrighty, as you can see what equipment I have, not a lot of equipment is needed. The first thing we're going to start with is a standing band rotation. So I've just taken this kind of tubed band with about, I don't know, it's a moderate resistance, not too heavy. Kind of hooked it under here. So it's always good to get some rotational exercises in, or transverse exercises. I'm just going to hold the handle with 2 hands, get a good grip on it. I'm going to get my feet shoulder width apart, or actually a little wider than that. My abs are going to be engaged, my head and chest are going to be up. So what you're going to do is you're going to think about finding a marker. And I usually tell people at your belly button. So you're not going to allow the band to go past your belly button once you've reached this point. And it's all about rotating back to start. Rotating back to start. So you can see we're just getting a rotation, but I'm also fighting that pull. So we're getting some rotation, but we're also working on stabilization too. So with this workout, you can do anywhere from 15 reps, or you can do 30 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest, 3 rounds. Some people like to do times, other people are reps. I'm a reppy person. And then of course the other side, where you would find your belly button as your marker, rotate and stop. So stabilization here, rotation here. So really, really good, especially if you're doing any kind of sports like golf or baseball. Anything with rotation is good. All right, next we're going to get on the ground. We're going to do hip tap to knee crunch. All righty, so we're going to be on our elbows. And what you're going to do is you're just going to drop your hip to one side, drop it to the other side, and then you're going to quickly jump your knees to your elbows. So drop, drop, elbows, knees to elbow. So you could really feel those in your obliques. Pretty much everything with this one. So remember, keep that nice tight core in between those two, so your back's not kind of slumping in between. Okay, next we're going to go into a crisscross or a sit-up cross punch. So I'm just using about 8 pounds here. Rotate my mat slightly. All right, so what you're going to do with this one is you're just going to hold your weights. You're going to have a bent knee. You're just going to keep your weights here. You're going to sit up. Once you're up, you're going to think about a cross punch across your body. You're going to lower back down, up, crossing the body, and lowering back down. Think about rolling the abs up, and then you're going to roll them back down. So we're kind of going from that whole front abdominal area right into the oblique area. And down. So, love those. All right, med ball rotations. Okay, here's another really good one for some rotational, a little bit of rotational work. You just need a larger Swiss ball. a lighter, you don't need a super heavy medicine ball. You're gonna walk out to where your shoulders are on the Swiss ball. Your arms are gonna be straight. Your feet are gonna be wider than shoulder width apart. My hips are gonna be up. Nice flat tabletop. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna think about rotating your shoulders. I'm not moving my legs. This is all about just rotation in my upper body through the top of my trunk. So I'm lowering down, kind of letting the ball move underneath me, but I'm trying to keep my legs kind of in that same position without letting them rotate out too much. Just really getting a nice twist in that core area. And up. All right. Another good one. Okay, standing cross crunches. I don't see enough people doing standing exercises at the gym. I always get funny looks. People are like, why isn't she on the ground? Because it's good to do standing stuff too. So with these, you're going to think about just putting your hands behind your head. You're just gonna crunch your elbow to your opposite, your knee to your opposite elbow. So we're just going to crunch over. So we're getting, it's just a little bit different movement, but it's a lot tougher. And really think about crunching down, getting some speed here, but it just changes the dynamic of what you're doing if you're always on the ground. Okay, so that's a good one for about 30, 45 seconds. Take a quick rest, finish your other 2 sets. Okay, side plank crunch to leg lift. I am a huge advocate for side planks. That tends to be a weaker place for a lot of people, or the obliques. So what we're gonna do is we're going to get into our side plank. We're just gonna think about crunching and a leg lift. Crunch, lift our leg. Crunch, lift. So as I'm going through these motions, try to think about keeping this at the same level, not allowing that to kind of sink down. Everything's tight and engaged. Crunching forward, lifting, crunch, lift. All right, obviously once you're done with one side, hit the other side. Okay, and the last one, just to get some metabolic in there, a little bit more kind of a rotational, getting that nice tapering look. We're gonna go into a rotational mountain climber. So instead of the traditional, here, I want you to think about just kind of bringing the knees off to the side towards the opposite elbow, but in a fast pace. Keeping my shoulders over my wrists. I'm just really driving those knees. Whew, 3 rounds of that, you guys. So we have some really good exercises here. A lot of rotational, we've got some stabilization. We're hitting all areas of the core. Really getting to try to get that little tapered look with your waist. Other tips, work your upper body, work your lower body. That will help your waist look smaller. Once again, diet's a huge piece. I know that's the hard part. But cleaning up our diet, having healthy eating habits is really going to be the road to having a great result from all the work you're putting in. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Check out Athlean-XX if you're looking for a great program. Maybe a nutritional plan, you're going to find it there. Thanks for joining me. See you guys soon.